What's up, everybody? Tommy Hayden here at Powerhouse Gym with Max Madorsky. I got it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, got it right. Max, how you doing?
Good, man. Good to be here.
It's good to meet you, dude. So, beforehand, off camera, we were talking. Turns out we know a lot of the same people.
Yeah, a lot of them.
So, Max, where are you from?
Denver, Colorado.
One of my favorite places ever, by the way. Denver, Colorado. Wonderful spot. You should go there. So you're from Denver. You moved out to Thailand. You've been out here for how long?
It's been about a year.
Been about a year?
Yeah.
And if you could say anything to your friends back home about Thailand, what would it be?
Just that it's so much better, so much nicer than anyone thinks it is. Everyone back home in America has this idea of Thailand and really all third world countries that they're going to get here and there won't be electricity or like you can't flush a toilet. They act so ignorant about it without ever actually learning. When you come out here and you experience it, you just realize like not only is it everything everyone told you, it's even better than that.
It is better than that. That's why I've been here for 8 years. I ain't leaving. So have you been living in Phuket the entire time?
So I spent about 6 months checking out Pattaya and training at Fairtex and Phetrung Ruang. But then about 10 months ago, I came to Phuket and I just fell in love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you like about Phuket specifically? And I take it you live in Rawai.
So I've got a condo right on Rawai Beach. Man, I love that it costs no money to be here. Like it's $150 a month for a condo right on the water, and it's $60 a month to rent a motorbike that barely costs any gas to ride around the island. It's island living. It's easy. You worry about training and eating good, and it's fun.
Yeah. Fun, easy, nice island life. So what's your favorite beach in Phuket?
I like Kata Beach. Kata Beach is my favorite.
Now, okay, so like the riptides, they can get pretty nasty out there. Do you do any surfing or anything like that?
Nah, I stay pretty safe. I'm not much of a surfer. I'll swim in the ocean a little bit, but yeah, like you said, the waves get pretty big. It can be fun to see tourists will come in and not really know how big the tides are. They run out thinking it's just a good time, and then they're calling for help pretty quick. So I kind of stay out of the water right now.
Yeah. It gets pretty hairy this time of year. Anyway, so you've been at Powerhouse for 10 months now?
Yeah, it's been about 10 months. Yeah.
All right. And have you had a couple fights?
I've had 4 fights here. Yeah.
And how have you done?
2 and 2 this year.
2 and 2?
Yeah, 2 and 2 so far.
But these are total. You're 4 only. Blah. I can't fucking speak. I'm so tired. You've only had 4 fights, right?
So I've had about 27 fights total at this point in my life. I started when I was 16 in Colorado. From 16 to 18, I had about 8 kickboxing and MMA fights because you couldn't fight MMA yet. And then when I was 18, I did MMA for about 3 years from 18 to 21. And I had 8 MMA fights. I only went 4 and 4 and decided that wasn't the record of a future UFC champion. So at that point, I had about 7 kickboxing fights, 8 MMA fights. I decided it was time to finish my college degree, got a business degree, and then came out to Thailand just to kind of have a vacation on a whim. And had 2 fights here, got offered a sponsorship, and that was kind of it.
Nice, dude. And so what do you like about training here at Powerhouse?
Man, one of my favorite things is just the way that the coaches all communicate the technique to the fighters. I've been to a lot of gyms, and sometimes you get a coach that just holds the pads free, kick hard, punch hard, and then when you do that, they just go, all right, now do it harder. And that's fun if you're just here to, train a week or 2, but if you're a fighter or if you're anyone who wants to learn the techniques, I think it's really important to find a coach and a gym that can really help you understand the information of Muay Thai. And the coaches here really do an amazing job of that. I think personally, for me, better than any other gym I've been at in Thailand.
Nice. Well, that's a wonderful endorsement right there. So what do you like about living in Rawai specifically? Like outside the cheap rent, the nice motorbike, where's your favorite places to eat in Rawai?
I'm a market guy. My favorite thing is to just find like whatever markets happen. So Rawai specifically, I know there's like Monday and Thursday they have a local market. So I just, after afternoon training, I drive over there, maybe spend like 100 or 200 baht, and that's like $6 US, and I'll get maybe 5 or 6 meals out of that to bring home and snack on. And then it's kind of hard because they only had that market Monday and Thursday. So then you have to drive maybe 5 more minutes to Chalong because they've got a market on Monday and Tuesday. And then you got a Wednesday, Friday market that happens somewhere else. So it just kind of, they're all like only 10 or 15 minutes away, but I just kind of find whatever local market I can to get a fresh chicken and some pad thai.
Fresh chicken and pad thai. So pad thai is your favorite?
Man, chicken's my favorite.
Gayung.
Yeah, gayung, yeah.
Gayung, you need to know that.
Basil chicken, garlic chicken, just all the different ways that they do the meat here. Like before this, right, obviously I lived in America, but I also spent a couple months in Mexico fighting, and I love food. I used to weigh 300 pounds, so food, besides Muay Thai, that's my only other love. And man, Mexican food, I could eat it for a few weeks, but it kind of gets to being the same. In Thailand, Thai food, I could eat every day. I can eat something different, and it always tastes good. It's the best food I've had in my whole life.
That is actually one of the reasons that brought me out to Thailand, was the food. Phenomenal.
I can't believe, like back home, I'm paying literally $25. I'm paying 700 baht for a small pad thai with 2 pieces of shrimp in it. Out here, 60 baht, $2, and you'll get a shrimp pad thai. You can't beat that. I can't go home.
Yeah. So I take it your plan is to make this more of a permanent location for you?
That's the hope. That's the dream. Yeah.
And how do you see yourself achieving that?
Man, I'm still working pretty hard on that. Got to find some different revenue, some different income streams, basically. Figure out some ways to make a little money between either teaching or doing some online work, hopefully. That's the real hard part, is figuring out exactly how you're going to make it work. But the easy part is that you probably only need about $600 a month to do that. So it's not I don't think it's the hardest accomplishment to have happen, but it's definitely something I got to put some more time into.
Now, one thing that I will let you know is the way I came out here was being a teacher. So I taught English, science, eventually ICT, computer stuff, in international schools in Bangkok. Okay. And it's definitely a way to go. And I love Bangkok, by the way. I personally love Bangkok. You all know this. You've heard me say it 1,000 times. Bangkok's my spot.
Yeah.
But having your degree, being out here, that's a huge leg up. So I'm sure whatever you put your mind to, you'll be able to succeed. Especially having that degree, it gives you the ability to enter a lot of jobs because you have that.
Man, I love to hear that, because like at this point back home, having a degree is just like a piece of paper. So it sounds like my American degree is going to do a lot better in Thailand than it would back home.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, really having that university degree from the States opens up a lot of doors in the world. It's just people don't understand that.
I had no idea. Yeah, this is teaching someone else right now.
Teacher Tommy. Yeah. But yeah, no, dude. So that degree, you can do a lot of things with it. But you said that you're interested in maybe doing some online stuff.
Yeah, I taught martial arts for about 9 years. That's how I got into everything. Like I said, I started martial arts when I was 300 pounds, lost some weight, and my whole thought process was I'm gonna teach.
You look good.
Thank you. My whole thought process was like, I'm gonna teach people how to be fit. I'm gonna teach people how to live a healthier lifestyle if they weren't doing that like I was. So. And then when I got into martial arts, and I found this love for Muay Thai and jiu-jitsu, and this love for teaching people techniques. When someone comes in and they want to learn something and you're able to give them that information, and you see something click in their head, and I know how to throw a jab now, or I know how to do a double leg. That always made me feel really good. And like I said, I did it for about 9 years, and I traveled around, with personal clients, and one thing I never did was online clientele or online work with that. But I know Zoom classes and and just kind of building your own online technique formula. I don't know. Your own online technique thing that people buy. You know, you show people your style, your way of doing things, and hopefully they're into it. But that's always been a thought also. You know, I know there's lots of options, but I love hearing that the degree opens even more doors. So that's good to hear.
Yeah, the degree certainly opens doors, and we are actually in the same boat.
Really?
I want to give you a platform to show your technique to the world.
That's perfect.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So what I'm out here doing, right, is trying to promote Combat Matrix. We're going to put this interview on Combat Matrix, and ideally in a few months, you'll be able to start uploading and selling content.
Perfect.
So I want to give you a digital platform to make your dreams come true.
See, so much better than all the OnlyFans work I used to do.
I mean, hey, OnlyFans is a platform for people doing things. Whatever things that the people are...
$20 is $20.
$20 is $20.
$20 is like 1,000 baht, so it's even more out here.
So, I'm not going to go into OnlyFans in your life on there, although I do find it interesting, and I think that is an interview we should go into at a separate time for sure.
Easton and OnlyFans interview?
Easton and OnlyFans. Okay, so you came from... Okay, so this is where we know some of the same people. You came from Easton.
Easton Training Centers,
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that's where you taught at for a while?
Yeah, I taught there for about 9 years, doing kids jiu-jitsu for a while, and then taking over an adult striking program.
Okay. All right. And so you split ways and decided, hey, it's Thailand time, yeah?
So from Easton, I got really lucky that when I was working at Easton, I met Mark Abriato, and he's a really popular Fairtex fighter who fights on one championship. Before he had won his 6-figure contract, he was in Colorado, and he needed someone to hold pads for him. That's what I did. I held pads for a lot of people. They called me up. I met Mark. I held pads for him, and we still have that video of like my first time ever holding pads for Mark. And thank God I met that guy, because he went back to Thailand, won a 6-figure contract, became, a one championship fighter and star. And when I had this split with my gym and I didn't know what to do, he told me, man, come to Thailand, come stay with me for 6 weeks, have fun, just train, have a good time. I wasn't going to be a fighter still, like I had about 15 fights. I thought I was done. I had a good time. I was good, but I wasn't great. I wasn't going to do it. But then I went to Thailand for this little vacation, all because I met Mark and I held pads for Mark. And it was my second to last week at Fairtex. And my coach told me, hey, I'm going to get you a fight. We're going to get you a competition. And I went out. I won by knockout. 6 days later, they got me my second fight. So I hadn't fought in about 3 years. And then I fought twice in 6 days. I won both by knockout. And at that point, they were like, hey, man, why don't you just fucking stay? Okay. And I was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to stay. Called back home, told my girlfriend, I'm never coming home.
Sorry, bye.
Yeah, I love the dogs. I love the horses. Have a good life. And, man, like, that was going to be, like, she wanted to have a ranch. We had 2 dogs together. She had 5 horses. Originally, the plan, I told her, I was like, hey, I'm going to come here and be a fighter. Come with me for a year. We'll see what happens. The horses and the dogs, man, they are stronger than any relationship. And man, I'm so glad. We're both doing so well now. But the fact that I got to come out here and now I'm living my dream, staying out here, fighting, just trying to see if I can make it. And I don't know if I will. I don't know if I'll ever be a 6-figure fighter, but I'm getting to try.
Yeah. Dude, Max, that's an awesome story, man. Thank you very much for your time.
Dude, thank you.
I appreciate it. Great story. Max living his dream out here in Thailand. Guys, come to Phuket. Come to Powerhouse. Check it out. It changed your life, right? Coming to Thailand changed your life.
It changed everything. I was so lost. When everything went down before I got here, I did not know what was going to happen next. And not that Thailand didn't figure my life out for me, but man, coming here, living this lifestyle, just letting everything go, it really teaches you a lot about yourself. And especially if you've never been abroad, if you're like, man, I had so many thoughts about other countries, going to other places, and I had never left America. Like, if you're in your country and you haven't left, you gotta get out.
Yep. Well, again, Max, thank you very much. See you guys.
Thanks, man. That was fun.
Thank you. Yeah, it was good.